I personally think the most important part within paragraphs 36 and 37 in James Joyce's short story, Arby, is when the protagonist allows the 2 pennies to fall against the 6 pence in his pocket. After analyzing these sections, I've come to realize the significance in the plot event. In prior events in the story, the main character held his money tightly in his hand and would never allow it to slip away. He blindly travels great lengths late at night to buy something special for a woman he has spoken once to. It almost reminds me of a crush I had in middle school. I did anything to gain any amount of attention from Marissa Kip. One time she called me late at night to get a ride to a bonfire a mutual friend was having. Immediately after seeing that, I left with my stomach turning. But thinking the night couldn't get any worse, I then was pulled over on the way home. The officer called my mother, which was the worst thing that could have happened. I'd much rather go to jail. But anyways. As I waited for my mother, I began to think about how I got into this and how Marissa did not care about my livelihood nor well-being. She just used me for a moment and tossed me away like it was nothing. I also realized that the cost of what I wanted was not only not worth it, but what I wanted tossed me away as if I were nothing. In a similar sense, at the end of Arby, the main character watches 2 young men being trapped in the spell another woman casted upon them. His quest for love or lust had come to an end when he realized the woman didn't see any value in him, so she treated him as if he was useless. When he leaves the shop and drops his coins in his pocket, it shows that he lost interest of his foolish desire. Looking from the outside in, he sees now that he was morphed into a creature that would not want to do anything but please this woman, and his life was fueled by his new desire.